may not have noticed, but car manufacturers have started replacing the spare wheel and tyre with a puncture repair kit comprising of a compressor and a bottle of tyre sealant. Why? Well, it's because it saves weight, improves fuel efficiency and creates valuable space for luggage, but only new cars benefit from this procedure. So how do you use a puncture repair kit? How reliable is the sealant? How long does it take? And could you cope with such a process? In this film, we'll show you exactly how. The SOS Elite pack contains a powerful 12-volt 100 psi capacity compressor, a bottle of AdSeal tyre sealant, a set of illustrated instructions, a red dust cap and a spare valve core, a pair of disposable gloves and a hand wipe. For the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to puncture the front wheel with a 5mm punching tool. It is important that the valve is in the 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock position. Remove the valve cap. Now take the bottle of sealant and draw up the cap. Note the underside of the cap is a device. This will allow you to remove the valve core. Gently insert the reverse of the cap into the valve to locate the valve core and unscrew it anti-clockwise to remove the valve core. Now place the tube on the sealant bottle over the valve and squeeze the entire contents into the tyre. The valve at the 8 or 4 o'clock positions allows the sealant to flow easily into the tyre. Now refit the valve core using the same device. Now connect the 12-volt power lead to the retractable lead in the back of the compressor. Note how they slot together. Now extract the lead fully from the compressor. Note this cable can be retracted back into the compressor using a button. Now insert the 12-volt power lead into the corresponding 12-volt power supply in the vehicle. Ensuring the vehicle is in neutral and that the handbrake is on, start the vehicle. Check the vehicle handbook for the correct tyre pressures. These may also be detailed on the inside of the door frame. Using this information, press the plus or minus sign buttons on the front of the compressor to set the desired pressure. Now remove the inflation lead at the back of the compressor and, holding the lead in place, screw the threaded element at the end directly onto the valve itself. Now press the on-off button to engage the compressor. It takes only 5 minutes to inflate a tyre on the average family vehicle. The inflation procedure needs to be paused at 20 psi. To pause this procedure, simply press the on-off button. Remove the inflation lead from the valve and put the compressor and the lead safely in the car. Now drive the vehicle slowly until the wheel and tyre has completed 1 or 2 revolutions. Now refit the inflator lead and press the on-off button on the compressor to continue the inflation process. The compressor will automatically stop when it reaches the pressure you have selected. Remove the inflation lead and fit the red warning dust cap. Your tyre has now been repaired and you are ready to drive on. Please keep your speed down to 50 miles an hour while doing so. We recommend that you visit your local tyre retailer to have the tyre professionally checked and either repaired or replaced. The compressor comes with an LED red and white light warning system. For those with longer vehicles such as boats, trailers, caravans and motorhomes, there is an optional extended lead kit that includes the following: a crocodile clip lead for connecting directly to the vehicle battery, a 5-metre power cable which when combined with the standard lead reaches 8.5 metres, a red dust cap for easy identification, a spare valve core, a pair of disposable gloves and hand wipe. AdSeal tyre sealant is safe, non-latex and non-hazardous. It is highly efficient and can be used on any pneumatic tyre up to a 22-inch rim. It does not damage the tyre, is easily washed out with water and is entirely safe to use. So you've seen how the SOS Elite multifunctional air compressor and tyre sealant kit can repair a puncture in a matter of minutes. But this is only half the story. The compressor allows you to manage your car tyres' pressures on a monthly basis. Underinflation causes serious environmental damage and waste, generating an estimated 7.4 million tonnes of CO2. This is equivalent to 4.3 grams per mile for every car in Europe. It is also responsible for fuel wastage. Some £4 billion is wasted on fuel every year through underinflation. Beyond the obvious environmental and financial benefits, optimising your tyre pressures will allow you to be more fuel efficient, improve the performance of tyres and their longevity, improve the dynamics of the car, allowing it to steer more easily, corner and brake more easily, improve your engine performance, you'll be safer, and ultimately, through optimising your tyre pressures, you can save up to £150 a year on fuel. AdSeal is a non-toxic, non-hazardous tyre sealant formulated with the environment in mind. Ideal for use in any vehicle restricted to a speed of 56 miles an hour or less, the installation of AdSeal will prevent deflation. It also stops a puncture worsening or blowing out. The main reason for using AdSeal is to eliminate or greatly reduce the downtime, inconvenience and costs associated with a puncture. In this video we're going to show you how we install the sealant and what happens when the vehicle runs over a 12mm spike, not unlike reinforcing rods found on many building sites. First of all, check the tyre size and the make of the tyre. Now check the tyre size against the chart on the drum of sealant. It's best to install the sealant when the valve is at the 8 o'clock or 4 o'clock position. Now remove the dust cap. Fit the pump supplied to the barrel of AdSeal, screwing the cap tightly down. Now attend to the vehicle and prime the tyre sealant drum. Remove valve core and fit the delivery hose to the valve as quickly as possible to avoid deflation. Turn on the hose valve so it is in line with the hose and pump the required sealant as per the instructions on the drum. Remove delivery hose and insert the valve core, turning clockwise. Clean any residue sealant from the tyre and wheel and refit the dust cap. For the purposes of this demonstration, we drove the vehicle away so that the sealant was distributed evenly within the tyre. Now watch our driver drive over a 12mm spike and simply drive away, totally unaffected.